If someone would have told me when I was younger that I would be graduating from Yale at the age of 52, I would have told them they're crazy. I would not have had an inkling of an idea that that would happen to an individual from like myself from the South Bronx, but it has.
The Eli Whitney program is a program to bring students to Yale who have had lives such that they didn't get to do an undergraduate education at the traditional age. Their career path took them in some other direction. They had obstacles that might have to be overcome. And whatever it is, we're looking for extraordinary people to be part of the Yale undergraduate body who aren't of the traditional age that most of the Yale students are.
My schooling was interrupted for my first career, which was a professional athlete, playing ice hockey for the New York Rangers. I had a 15-year NHL career, and I made the decision to turn pro with the understanding, really the deal with myself, that I'd always go back to school, and that was going to be my first priority, and it was.
In high school, I was diagnosed with high-risk acute lymphoblastic leukemia, so it was very important for me to take care of my health, but at the same time, I obviously wanted to pursue the goals that I had in mind for my career.
I came to Yale to complete an education that I gave up in the 1980s. For most of my adult life, I've been working in AIDS and science policy, but at this point in my life, I was interested in going back to school and finishing up unfinished business that I left unattended, close to 20 years ago.
And I was at Howard University, and in my junior year, I had to leave due to family issues. Once I received the opportunity and I heard about the Eli Whitney program, and I found that it would fit my schedule and also would fill that void that I had about not completing my education.
Yale offers a really tremendous undergraduate liberal arts education. I don't think there's anywhere else that can compare to it. And Eli Whitney students participate in that program in exactly the same manner as all our other undergraduates.
It's a full immersion academic program, and you're with 18 to 22-year-olds.
I never looked at myself being different in that respect because education is education.
It was seamless. It was one of those really pleasant surprises about coming to Yale, where you're judged exactly as you should be on your merits. What do you bring to your classroom? Have you done your homework? Do you participate?
I bring experiences to the table that my younger colleagues don't, but also I have the opportunity to sort of learn from them as well. So
It's very inviting. It's not as if this is a different kind of program than Yale College. This is Yale College, but it's Yale College in a way that is conducive to the needs of people who have interests outside of academics.
Since the beginning of my time here in the program, I've worked full-time. And it's just managing a household, working full-time, going to school. Very challenging, but very rewarding.
one of the reasons I chose the Eli Whitney program to apply to is because it gave the full-time option. I'm also trying to carry on my professional life as well and working around advocacy around AIDS and public health and global health issues. So trying to juggle a student life and a professional life at the same time.
I'm a lobbyist for pediatric cancer, and we meet with government officials and various congressional appropriations committees, and we ask for money for research for the Children's Oncology Group. They're a group of physicians. They engage in clinical trials research. They're the most prestigious group of physicians that conducts clinical research trials in the world. So both my academic interests and my extracurricular interests were very much supported by all of the faculty in addition to the structure of the program.
I graduated in 2008, but prior to graduating, I had the opportunity to join a group of financiers downtown that were coming together to form a private equity fund that puts private equity money to work in specifically green ventures. The environmental space is something I've always had a great interest in and read about a lot when I was playing. And when I came to Yale, I took classes that certainly steeled me and prepared me for my second career, but specifically through my undergraduate classes here and some of the classes I took at the Yale School of Forestry and Environmental Studies. I'm applying what I learned there every day in my new career. So when I say it was a perfect fit for applying and graduating from Yale, I mean that every day.
You know, at 45 years old, you don't think you can teach an old dog new tricks. And I think what the Eli Whitney program has shown me is that actually, it doesn't matter what age you are, you can learn new things and take in new information to enrich your life.
These are remarkable people, really remarkable people. And they add something to the Yale community that the 18-year-olds, who are most of our undergraduates, no matter how extraordinary, simply don't have to offer. A kind of life experience and perspective that nobody coming out of high school really can offer.